Okay, so I made this circuit with a servo, and it's a servo controlled by two buttons. One button should make it go clockwise, the other button should make it go counterclockwise, and depending on which button is pressed, the servo is supposed to go up and change its position by one each time in the direction that the button corresponds to. And it works a little bit. It worked occasionally, but not every single time. So the buttons work by changing the amount of current the servo receives. So the servo knows to move when the current is interrupted based on the low. So the button should work when it's high and then not work when it's low. And the problem is that when I would tell the circuit to do the opposite of what I wanted, which was move when the buttons were not pressed, the servo worked and it would move. But when I turned it back to only move when the buttons are pressed, it was not moving. Or if it was moving very little. I could hear it move, but I couldn't see it. It was very small amounts, which was really frustrating. But I think I kind of got it to work. I ended up sending a lot of messages to colleagues, and they couldn't help me. So I'm going with this, and I'm just gonna have to figure out like what was wrong with my code. So next, I tried controlling my servo with my button, and I know it's working because I can hear it moving. But it's really not moving very much. I can hear the servo, but it doesn't seem like it's working every time. Oh, it moved that time. Very, very small amounts. Okay, so I changed the values of the input to go a little bit larger for the position. It's supposed to delay a few milliseconds and then start, but the position isn't really changing. I know I have it set up right because my little LED is glowing. I have checked to make sure the pens are in the same place, 2 and 3. I've checked to make sure they're wired. I wired them exactly like the 2 ways that they're done in the book, but it's just not working. So now I changed it where when one button has high value, so if the button is high, it moves. But still not a whole lot happens. It's not moving every time, but I know it is moving occasionally. I just don't know what is wrong here.